Babes Reading Books Book Club.
I think we nailed that one.
Oh.
What's up, book nerds, and welcome back to the very first installment of
The BRBBC.
the Babes Reading Books Book Club. What's up, everybody? It's Roxanne, Vic, and Nadia. And today, you know what? Hey guys, this is the very last installment of the Babes Reading Books Book Club.
But yeah, guys, today's the first episode of our new series, which we're doing one every single month, all of 2022, the Babes Reading Books Book Club. So basically, every month we're gonna pick a book. We're each gonna take turns going off. Obviously, this one.
Going off? Going off? Going off, babes.
It's just, it's a new energy, like when you refer to yourselves as babes, Obviously, the first month, we're just telling you the book now, but at the end of every episode, we'll announce next month's book, so you can read along with us and leave your opinions, and we're gonna start a little book community, talk about the books, give our opinions every month, and I think it'll be fun, and we hope you guys join.
A babe book community.
Heck yeah.
For babes only. Everyone's a babe.
And make sure to subscribe so you are notified whenever we post one of these.
Exactly.
And follow us on socials to hear more. But yeah, guys, are you ready to get into month one?
Let's do it. So first, our first pick was by me, your very own Roxanne, and it's One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus.
Heck yeah.
For the synopsis, it goes as follows.
On Monday afternoon, 5 students at Bayview High walk into detention. This is so embarrassing. I didn't know how to pronounce his name until I watched the TV show. Bronwyn. Yeah, no idea how to pronounce that.
Well,
What were you thinking?
Bronwyn, like the whole time.
Like
I honestly just didn't.
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
Yeah,
That's what it's spelled.
Yeah,
Like,
but the whole time I was reading it, no idea. The brain is a yellow bound and never breaks the rule. Addie, the beauty, is a picture perfect homecoming princess. Nate, the criminal, that's kind of harsh, is the picture perfect homecoming prince. Oh, sorry.
the picture perfect homecoming prince.
The criminal is already on probation for dealing. Cooper, the athlete, is the all-star baseball pitcher, and Simon, the outcast, is the creator of Bayview High's notorious gossip app. Only Simon never makes it out of that classroom. Dun dun dun. Before the end of detention, Simon's dead.
Dun dun dun.
Spoiler alerts all throughout this video, by the way.
Yeah.
And according to investigators, his death wasn't an accident. On Monday, he died, but on Tuesday, he planned to post juicy reveals about all 4 of his high-profile classmates, which makes all 4 of them suspects in his murder. Or are they just the perfect patsies for a killer who's still on the loose?
You don't know what the word patsy means?
No.
I don't
It
know
means
what that
like
means.
it's like a scapegoat. So it's like you blame everything on the patsy.
Everyone has secrets, right? What really matters is how far you would go to protect them. So that's a little synopsis or a preview of the book. Basically, I'd say it's kind of like it's mystery fiction.
It's meant to be like a crossover between The Breakfast Club and Gossip. Sorry, not Gossip Girl. Pretty Little Liars. Like that's literally what the author called it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally set in high school, which already, the crime can only be so good. But I think that they did a good job of not making it like a very high school crime.
Mm-hmm.
The book itself is very high school, but the crime,
Yeah.
damn, you gotta say at the end, you're like, this man gave it his all. But anyway, so I found this book, I think online or something, I don't know how, but I ordered it and I was like, you know what, I liked the concept of Pretty Little Liars, don't know if I like the execution.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, I'll choose it. I read it and honestly, I was pretty stumped. Like I knew who it wasn't the whole time, but then I was like reading it and I was like, you know what, I think it'd be a good read for all of us. We like our good mysteries, so we chose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overall, I rated it, I'd say I give it a 4 out of 5. Like I think it was a good read, it was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I think the crime was well set up. I think the execution of the crime was well. Obviously still on the high school side, but you can look past it to solve the murder. So I give it an 8.
I think.
4 out of 5.
I also rated it 4 out of 5. I wasn't the biggest fan of like all the high schoolness of it. Like it was a little too much
Cheesy.
Yeah, too cheesy in that sense. But I still rated it a 4 because like I was interested the whole time. I wanted to keep reading it. Like I didn't stop. Like especially once I got into it, I literally like cleared it in 2 days. Yeah, so I kept wanting to read it. I think it was a pretty good mystery. And I liked how they separated by people too. Each chapter,
Yeah,
that was
I love
really,
that.
it was really kind of them. Nice, easy to follow. So yeah, I went with 4 to 5.
Yeah, I went with 3.5 out of 5. But basically 4, I guess. I liked it a lot. I agree, it was like a bit high schooly, but I actually don't mind that. Like, I kind of like the gossipy drama vibes. Like, I think they're fun. And the mysteries, I was stumped. I can't say that I got it, so they did a good job. But then, like, we'll talk about it, I guess. But, like, once you know what it is, then you, like, realize all the things that they, like, threw in there. And I thought that was, like, really well done.
Yeah.
All these little details, so.
Yeah. So that's our overall
Yeah.
thought, and now I guess we'll deep dive. I've never been to a book club before.
Yes, I know. Like, how does it go? What do we do now?
I think we should talk about it.
Talk about it, like, I guess we can break down mystery, characters, the vibes.
The vibes.
Oh, I was really just gonna talk about smack about all of them, but it's none of my business.
Do you know what's crazy?
What?
Maybe we can talk about, like, the mystery first, and, like, general, like
Yeah.
you just say. So you said that it stumped you for the most part, or like you didn't know,
The
who it
murderer.
wasn't.
I knew people who were involved,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know who the murderer was until like there's one part. So the murderer was Simon. He killed himself. But his accomplices was Jake and Janae.
Janae, yeah.
I knew that Jake was involved the minute he invited Addie over after they broke up. I knew Jake was involved. I didn't know how fully, but
Why?
because it didn't make sense, right? I was like, you just found out your girlfriend got cheated on. Why would you invite her over and ask about the case that she's involved with if you weren't involved in the case
Oh, he just wanted deets.
right?
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
same. I didn't realize that for the first time.
Yeah, so, and then, like, specifically the moment when she told him, like, the lie about the cop with the donuts,
Yeah.
and then it popped up after, like, that was, like, there's a specific time, but the minute when I was reading the scene, I was like, he's involved. I was like, I don't think he could have killed him. I was like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I was like, and then also immediately was a red flag when the mom asked him to be a pallbearer for the funeral, because I was like, I get the concept of, like, okay, your friends in elementary school, especially us, like, I feel like we were like, everybody knew each other in elementary school, so it's like the parents know who you are, but I wouldn't say that, like, you would know if you didn't end up friends with them.
Yeah.
Like, close enough, like, for a pallbearer, you know? Like, it's like, I feel like you know who you're close with and who you aren't.
You know,
I don't
who
know,
your
that's-
pallbearers are.
Yeah. You know, so I was like,
morbid.
so that was already, like, weird. I was like, why would she ask him if they really weren't friends? And then Janae was so obvious.
Who? Janae?
Yeah, I was like, so obvious she's acting weird. She was acting weird from the moment I saw her. And I was like, but if she's his friend, why would she kill him? And then I think there's one thing that they did, the car, obviously the minute they said the car crash, he paid for it, I was like, oh, he did it himself. But...
Yeah, totally. I thought the same.
But, like, it was, like, closer to the end of the book. Like, I couldn't tell her. But the whole time, I knew it wasn't one of the 4. Like, that's the thing. I knew...
Oh, shit, not gonna
I can't say the same.
Oh, really?
Okay, you know what's crazy for me? And because, like, we've like watched many things before, not read the same things before, but, like, whenever we watch movies and stuff, we talked about this in our podcast before, but me and Nadia are always, we never can, like, figure out the ending, and Roxanne's always figure out the mystery, you know? And so this book, I was like, I'm gonna actually try and think, and I think I realized why, for the most part, I am a little bit clueless when it comes to things like that. But I don't think I don't try. I like to just sit and like, same with the books and movies. I like to sit and not think. You know what I mean?
to be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh,
so
yeah.
I think I realized after, like, I just purposely don't think when I watch, like, I like to just watch it. My brain kind of shuts off. It's enjoyment time. So I've never really, I realized I just don't think in depth when I'm reading or watching things. Like, my brain's not moving, right?
I think same. Like, I think I'm the same
Yeah,
as
that's
you.
probably, yeah.
Oh, for me, that's the enjoyment part.
Oh, no.
I like solving the mysteries. I like solving the puzzles, you know, seeing the connections between things. Because I like to just be like, oh, like, that's cool how you can actually see, like, when it happens and what's going on, you know? So, like, you can actually make sense. Because otherwise, I feel like sometimes if you don't, like, you're just kind of watching and you're like, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's me, every single thing, yeah. But yeah, I realized that I do that because, like, this time I actually was like, hey, I took a post-it note and I actually was, like, live tweeting, live writing as I was reading, guys. This is proof. Look what my first point says. maybe Simon did it to himself. That was
Wow.
chapter one. I said
No
it.
way.
And then yes, I digressed and probably went through a phase of blaming almost everyone else in the book.
Yeah.
But it
Your
started. I
initial-
called it
yeah.
right from the first thing.
That's
That's
My
the
very
proof
first
is in the
suspect
pudding.
was Mr. Avery. Like the
Oh,
like
same.
and before like
100%.
any of the characters accused him.
Yeah.
It was immediately like once that happened and he died, I was like, oh, Mr. Avery.
Yeah, even throughout the book, I was like, oh, why are they
why-
ignoring
why
Mr. Avery?
Yeah.
No, yeah. The 4 I knew was for the most part was the 4, but there was a brief, like 2 minutes where I thought it was Cooper.
Yeah.
Like, it was a brief,
I thought it was
Really?
Cooper
Yeah.
for a while. Dude, I thought it was Bronwyn. I was like, this girl knows she's too like into it because she was like trying to hire lawyers for every. You know, I was like, why is she so into it? Like, I get she's a suspect, but
Yeah.
I was like, seems weird.
Oh, yeah, see, my notes, it went from maybe Simon did to himself, goth girl, question mark, couldn't know her name, teacher. Then I went, must be Cooper, because he was texting some girl, it wasn't a girl, cheating. Was it Chris?
I saw that from a mile away.
I didn't.
Not me.
No, not
I literally when I read it, I was like,
For me, the minute they said the name Chris, Buddy for me, I was like, oh, he's gay.
I thought Christina. He's
So-
cheating on his girlfriend.
That's what I thought too. And then I went real deep. This is when I thought Cooper was thinking, because then I thought that Leah was Chris. And they were like teaming it, like, that's what my dick thing.
like
Then I
these
went
theories.
back to the teacher.
Yeah.
Then I did Cooper admit, but he didn't admit. I don't know why I said that. And then I said Maeve or the jock one, which was his name, Brandon.
No.
There's no Brandon in the book.
Jake.
Lewis?
No, what the frick's his name? Addie's boyfriend.
Jake.
Oh, Jake.
Jake.
Who's Brandon?
That's,
I don't know.
Sorry. Then I went Maeve. Then I briefly thought.
I thought it was Maeve too for a while.
And then the end, I was like Maeve.
Yeah,
And then-
the end Maeve
Yeah.
for sure.
She was just like acting too sus.
Yeah, she was like hacking into the site and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is she doing
Oh
that?
my God, she's so obsessed.
Yeah, she's obsessed.
Yeah, but yeah, so I did kind of technically guessed it off the bat.
yeah,
I did
no.
digress a little bit, a little bit, but
I feel like they do that on purpose though. Like they want you to think all these things.
yeah,
And like you and I, like we just give in. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, because they want you to think it's Maeve, and we're like, oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Maeve. We're like, Roxanne just sees right through it. She's
Yeah.
like, no way. Like,
it couldn't, it feasibly couldn't be. I was like, this poor girl's cancer on her mind. There's no
It's
way she has
true,
time
yeah.
to murder
it's
someone.
true. I was like, no, she's a murderer. Like, poor Maeve. She deserves
She's
better.
getting blamed for nothing. But yeah, so that was my thing, and I was like, oh, okay. Jake's so suspect the entire time. I was
I
like,
did not see that coming at all.
Really?
I don't know why. Like
I didn't see Jamie coming at all.
Janae.
Janae, sorry. I'm revealing what I call these characters in my head when I read the book. I didn't see
Yeah,
her
me
coming
too.
at all.
Until the end, then I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
yeah.
maybe Janae. I thought it was Leah for sure. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Leah, because I was like, what's the point of having Leah around? Like she's like barely involved at all, and I was like, why is she here? Like she must be.
but I think they were trying to pin it on her
Yeah.
because of what he did to her.
Yeah.
True.
Right? So I was like, classic decoy. She's not, that's not the one. I was like,
I
it's
was,
too
like,
good to be true.
Right on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one thing though. Bronwyn and Nate would never be together in real life. Like, sorry.
I loved it though.
Yeah, same.
I was so here for it.
I was like the nerd and the
Yeah.
bad guy.
And the criminal, like, let's go. Like, she's going to Yale. She's in jail.
That was a rhyme. That was good. I just could never see it in real life. I was like, damn. And then when they kept just being like, oh, the mom always loved Bronwyn, I was like, wasn't she a drug addict though? Like, wasn't the whole thing that she was an absentee parent? How would she pay attention to notice that Bronwyn existed, A,
Oh.
and then to be like, I like her, you know? Like, their whole thing was that she was such an absentee parent.
Yeah, also when she comes back, she like tells Nate, she almost warns Nate against Bronwyn, and I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I thought she liked her. Like,
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So it's like, I feel like that was like weird. But I really like the plot twist where like they said that she died or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But then she was
She
really
wasn't
alive.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like that because it was random and had no thing, so it really just kind of like it was just like nice. This is just an enjoyment part of the book.
Yeah,
Enjoyment
more,
part of the book.
more like drama.
Yeah,
I'm
you know.
here for it. Maybe we should go through all of them and like their lives or whatever, like the
Oh.
what Simon was gonna post about them.
Addie. Should we start with Addie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hated her character at the beginning.
I hated her character too.
Oh,
then-
I liked her the entire
I
time.
liked her when she cut her hair off.
Yes, same.
I was like, "Let's go, girl!" I was like, I'm actually into you now.
I liked her the whole time. Because she said how she didn't like Jake and like she was just with him because he was a piece of garbage.
I thought she liked him.
Yeah, she didn't admit that till like the midpoint. Like when she was
she
like
says in the beginning.
no, she was like
No,
a
she was
sheep.
obsessed
Yeah,
with him.
she was just following him around, doing everything. Like they really made him. They what's it called? Like he was very manipulative.
Yeah, and her sister hates him.
Yeah.
She was like, oh,
Because
like
she just always
control freak.
Yeah,
like
control. That's the one I'm looking for.
And she literally says though that she recognized that he's garbage.
No, not till like the middle. Like not till after they break up. But what I loved about her is her character growth. That's why I like.
she becomes like a much better person throughout, which is nice.
Exactly. She stops caring what people think about her. Where she's kind of obsessed with how she looks. And, like,
and
what
even,
people think of her.
Exactly. And even when she goes to Jake's house and then he like says something and she's like, oh yeah, he wants her to like keep apologizing basically for cheating on him, but she just goes like, I've already apologized, like, and she says okay and just leaves. And I was like, let's go, you know, like this guy's just like trying to like.
And one thing that I like too is because it was like he kept saying that he's never gonna forgive her. He could never forgive her. So she's kind of like, why am I gonna keep apologizing for something you're not gonna forgive me for? Like I apologize, and you made up your mind you're not gonna forgive me. Like there's nothing I could do. Why am I gonna sit here and grovel? You know?
Yeah.
But then when he started choking her out, I was like, ooh,
did not see that coming.
I was like, holy smokes.
That ending was so like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get her.
To the next.
I thought he was gonna.
What's the only girl in the world text?
Yeah.
Like rookie move. Why did you turn that on silent?
I was so mad.
Like, amateur hour. I was like, first of all, always have your phone on silent just for funsies. But I was like,
especially
oh my
when
gosh.
you're going to call out a murder.
I know.
Like, come on.
Girl.
But yeah, no, so I didn't like everything, but I think she was, for me personally, I think she had the most character growth throughout the whole book. And I really liked her character.
Yeah.
And also, like, this doesn't really count, but, like, I read the second book. Like, even Addie, like, in the second book, like, with the parts they, like, talk about her, I'm like, okay, she's, like, turned into such, like, a good person.
Yo, I was, like, so attracted to Cooper the entire book. Like, there's no picture of him, but I was just like, damn, love that guy. I was happy for him. With his storyline, too, that he wasn't taking steroids, but I knew he wasn't taking steroids, because the minute he said Chris, I was like, oh, he's gay.
Yeah.
But then I was like, he's also taking steroids? And then I was like, what? But then I was like, oh, no. Simon just didn't want to out him, which is fair. We could learn a thing or two about from Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were like, oh, his post was like switched out, so the steroids was a lie, and like Simon doesn't post lies. I was like, oh, that's when I was like, oh, it's Cooper for sure. Like, why? Who else would switch it out for him? You know?
Yeah, I don't think I minded Cooper. I can't really think I don't remember my impressions. I did think he was a murderer at one point.
Yeah.
But other than that, I liked Cooper.
Yeah.
Which one do you like the most, then? Bronwyn, the nerd. Let me guess.
What a lame lie.
Yeah, I know. Like, come on, girl.
Cheated at your exam. Like,
boring.
You're talking?
Like, we got a drug deal here. Like, steroids.
Like,
cheating on the and then
come on.
Cheating on her test.
She can't get into her favorite school.
She cheated on her high school
I felt
test.
about the cheating one. Like, Addie cheated on Jake. I was just like, this is it? Like, this is just some relationship drama?
Oh,
like,
that's pretty what it was his best
this girl
friend.
could get kicked out of school. Her whole rest of her life demolished by cheating.
High school
which
test,
I think she should have. I think they should have penalized her. When the EO was like, we can't wait to have you. No. You should have said, I don't want to associate with a cheater. That's what I would have said.
That bad. The fact that she was, like, I think the most out of all four of them, like, freaked out about the thing. And I'm like, girl, you cheated on your test. I guess so, yeah. They needed, like, that one erratic, like, person. Yeah. I was like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, just compared to their other ones, like,
like, we got the criminal literally in jail.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, this one guy's being outed, like,
he was gonna
against his will.
Yeah.
And then, like, and the cheat. I don't know. I think the cheating is bad, but
yeah, it is bad.
Yeah.
But, like, it's definitely the least bad for the biggest reaction.
Yeah.
You know?
No, sorry. I mean the cheating on girlfriend. The cheat. I mean, sorry. I guess they're both cheating, but
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. I guess Ron was okay too.
Yeah, she kind of annoyed me. Like, cases. I was like, okay, girl, like, take it easy, you know.
On the classic, her and Nate together, and he's like, I'm gonna ruin your life. Ew. Like,
what?
Please.
It's like, I'm gonna ruin your life.
Nate?
So he was like, we can't be together.
You can't be together because you should be with someone better. Like, shut up.
Evan? Like, garbage.
Yeah, the mathlete?
Oh.
Come on.
Anyone who studies math for fun has a little bit of screws loose.
Yeah, literally, you're surrounded by people who did it for fun.
We did AP math, okay?
And we did it in post-secondary school too.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Like if you like majored or minored in math, like that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Engineering was all math.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But I did ship Bronwyn and Nate, not gonna lie to you guys.
I shipped them so hard. Like, when they broke up, I was like, oh, I was like, no. And then when because she had her piano thing, and he came, and I was like, that's, yes. Like, this is the romance we needed.
This is
Yeah.
the moment
So
we were all
good.
waiting for.
So good.
It's literally like the classic nerd and bad person.
And when do you remember the part where she like took his phone for some reason and like he had like the piano song that she was playing, the canon, like he had it on his phone.
Yeah, that was cute.
So nice.
I was shipping Ashton and Eli the entire time.
Really?
Yeah. Like the minute they came into the storyline.
Both of them
Eli.
separately or together?
Like together. I shipped them together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. You could tell right away there was like some.
Oh yeah.
They were tripping up.
I pictured Eli, kind of like Rami Malek. That's what I pictured.
Oh,
Him to be.
okay. I picture Eli as like the main guy from Flushed Away. You know, like the main mouse, like this guy.
Oh, that's exactly what I pictured in my head.
Yeah. Gonna be totally honest though, like the initial crime when they were describing the whole thing, they were like, oh, this throat goes next to burp. I was like sitting, I was like,
Spooked.
yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, and then like I fell on an edge, and then when Cooper went, or was it Cooper or Addie who went to get the EpiPens, and he couldn't find them. I was like, there's no EpiPens. It was funny, and then like the rest of the book, I was just sitting there, I was like, who did it?
Oh, yeah.
But they got me on my edge of the
really
seat.
well written for sure.
Yeah.
Should we cover Nate and then we can.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
forgot about Nate.
Almost forgot we were just fangirling about it.
I didn't mind Nate's character. I think I actually probably would say he might be my favorite out of the four. Just because I feel like, yeah, he's like the hard. I mean, it's so typical of every high school show, movie, book, whatever. But it's like the tough exterior, but he like inside he's like the softie who like actually has like a lot of depth of emotions and is like more grown than he like makes himself out to be. And he's actually not as bad as like he's pinpointed to be, right?
Yeah, I think he was also my favorite. I don't know, I like him a lot. Like he was like bad boy, but like cutie also.
I liked how they didn't overdo him on the Outcast stuff. You know, when like usually like they show the Outcast, they like just make it so cringe, where they're like, like taking pictures with their polar camera, and they're like, all these high schoolers don't even understand what the real world is like. It's just like, relax, like we're all teenagers. But I liked him too.
And when he did the thing, when Cooper was like being like bullied in the cafeteria for being gay, and then he like. He just came in and he was like he like stopped it.
Yeah.
I love like that. a good guy.
Yeah, you can tell he's a really good guy. And then of course he ended up in jail.
Of course,
the criminal.
Also, when he was when they first said he was arrested, I was like, of course it's him. I was like, of course it's him. They said it from the beginning. He's the criminal. He's the criminal. Of course it's him. Oh, so dumb. I just fall for it so easily. But it's not him.
It wasn't him after all.
It was Addie who figured it out, right? Pretty much at the end.
Yeah, because she like pulled it out of Janae.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And it was because she was a good person.
Addie's good too.
In the end, it's like it's like Janae thought Addie was just another high school girl, but no, Addie had a heart.
Yeah.
So take that, Janae.
Yeah. You have to choose one to be your BFF. Who are you picking?
Nate, because I'd kiss him. I think that's why I didn't ship him I just took it in when you guys were talking about Nate. I was like, my heart was like warming up. Maybe that's why I didn't ship them together, because I wanted Nate.
True. Makes sense. Maybe we think we are Bronwyn. We're like, oh, Nate.
Nate, damn.
No, I think Nate was definitely there. Nate and Addie. But I also didn't mind Cooper. And like,
Bronwyn
was okay.
Cooper was a hottie for sure.
I don't hate Bronwyn at all. Like, she's like fine.
It's just I'm better.
Yeah.
I hated that girl. What's her name? That one that you say her name's Addie.
Oh,
Jessica
Vanessa?
or something.
Vanessa?
Yeah.
Vanessa.
High school people be garbage.
That is true.
That's true.
Also, the Simon character, I thought that was kind of crazy. Like, I felt,
Yeah.
even though he's in there, like, there's so much depth and, like, how messed up, like, his brain was and, like, how he is. Like, that's kind of, I don't know, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That took me by surprise. You know?
It's, like, sad, but it's also, like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what were you doing? Like, why?
It's crazy. Like,
Why
it's
did
one
you-
thing. It's one thing to like take your life, but it's another to literally set people up for
Yeah,
it.
like, mess up all these other people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and I get, like, they hurt him, but, like, come on. Like, you're destroying their lives.
You could have just outed them.
Yeah.
That would have done enough damage, you know?
Yeah, and and the thing where he was posting on like those forums about
Yeah.
like the school shooters.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I liked Maeve though.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you disagree.
I don't know. Yeah, I did like her. I don't know.
I like she was hacking and stuff.
Yeah, she was good. I don't know why.
I think it's because I suspected her for a lot of
Yeah,
it.
me
I didn't
too.
like her that
That's probably why. I'm like, I don't have good feelings
Yeah.
about her.
much. But near the end, I think I started to like her, if I remember correctly. And also, now I'm kind of blurring, though, because the second book, I quite like
Is
her.
about her.
Yeah, it's about her.
True.
Wait, so these were the only notes you took, Vic?
Those are just my, who did it notes. Then I have my reading journal notes.
Oh.
But I don't remember
You want to
what I
read your
wrote.
reading
Yeah,
journal
sure.
notes?
So I said, enjoyed. Wanted to keep reading. A little young / high school theme. Liked the characters. Didn't like Cooper and Nadia at first. So you said that. Nate misunderstood.
So true.
Literally, Simon was my first guess. But then I got distracted with the theories. Interesting ending. Oh, didn't suspect Jake, but I hated that guy. Fact.
It's true.
Oh, I thought it was Simon, then I went to Cooper, Leah, Chris, Cooper, Maeve, or Jake, and then Maeve was my final. Why wasn't teacher? More question. Simon was messed up. Pretty good book overall. 4.5 rating or 3.7 out of 5.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Nice.
That was my little notes. I just jot down whatever I can. See, the problem is, like, I read that book, but by the time I just finished it, and I think I'm already forgetting everything I read. You know what I mean? Like, it's in my brain and out. Like
No,
right
for
now
sure.
I'm like pulling
Yeah.
teeth to like remember.
Yeah, I'm the same. I forget instantly, but the only reason I remember is because I literally read it today. So today / yesterday.
It's
very
fresh.
Which honestly, pretty good because otherwise I wouldn't remember stuff. But
I'm also
Whatever.
trying so hard because guys, there's a show to this.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I discovered. So I finished it. I don't know, like mid-January probably, and then I was like typing it. I don't know. I was looking online to see. I think maybe to see the second one or whatever, and then I saw like a show, and I was like, "What? There's a show?" But so I watched it, and also I love like when like you read a book and then you watch a show afterwards, like because I love like interpreting characters in my head and then see what they act like, or like what they would look like.
Yeah.
And even vice versa. Like, I love watching a show. Like, I watch Shadow and Bone. And then I love reading the book afterwards. I love having the visual of the characters in my head. Like, I love it both ways. You know what I mean?
That's the one thing I hated about the 39 Clues is that they never made a movie or a
Movie.
show. Oh my
True,
gosh,
why
it
didn't
irks me
they?
to my bone because they had pictures of kids on the book, so you just cast them or cast kids that look like them. I would watch it now if it came out right now and they did a good job. The Percy Jackson movies sucked actual garbage, but if they did a good job, I feel like it could totally refresh for a whole new generation of kids and then have the old people.
They should really get on
and they were
that.
so popular
Yeah.
like, back in the day. I don't get it.
So I'm shocked that they didn't make them back in the day, but even if they did it now, if anyone's watching,
Please.
if any producers, you want to cast me as Amy, I'm down.
And I think I'm at episode 6 now of 8 or something. But, like, I'm trying so hard not to confuse. Because the show, so different than, like, the book. Like,
But yeah, so I only watched 12 minutes of, not even, I think maybe like 6 minutes, and immediately I could tell it was nothing like the book.
yeah, it's so different. And honestly, I don't like it as much. Maybe we'll talk about it in a podcast in the future. But I understand why they made some changes, but I really am not a fan. And they really changed, like, some personalities of people. Oh, there's 2 big things they changed in there that I really don't like about the show, but I won't say it because it kind of spoils it.
Oh.
But, like, they completely changed a lot of
Like the plot, actually? Oh, no way. Oh, now we have to watch the show.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you have to watch the show because there's so many, as I'm thinking about it, there's just so many things I hate about it that it's so different from the book. But one thing I did love about the book was how they all stuck together, the 4 of them.
Yeah.
And they kind of like created like this bond and this friendship that didn't turn against each other.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, because I think it's so easily, and it was like a teeny bit at the beginning of like a he said, she said, kind of like pointing fingers, fighting with each other. And I think if they did that, I think I would have hated the book, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If they went against each other?
Yeah, because I think that's every book that's like that. It's,
I know.
everyone's against each other. But this one, I thought the big thing about it was that they all came together, like throughout the whole book pretty much. Like in the beginning, obviously, there was a little bit of like, we don't know you might have done it. But for the majority of the book, it was them 4 bonded together.
Yeah.
They become friends.
Yeah.
The whole thing, and I really like that. And
That's so true.
that was
I hate it when they show people like turning on one another. I'm like, not realistic.
Yeah, and the whole time here, like, they never once were like, I think it's, like, one of these 4. Like, they were always like, I can't imagine any of them doing it.
I think that's what I really actually enjoyed about this book. Like, what's one of the big things. And that's one of the things I hate about the show. That's all I'm going to say about the show.
Got it.
They,
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think that's everything about the book, right? Like we kind of nailed it. The second, Nadia, if you want to borrow the second book, hit me up.
I would like to.
I
Maybe
have
not
the second book
immediately,
and the third
but
one.
yeah.
Of course,
I
no
have
worries.
some things on backlog.
Sounds good. True, we also have the other one to read.
Yeah, I gotta start that one.
next month's book reveal, guys, you can go find it in your library, maybe get it if you want, find it online. And if you want to join us for next month's talk and leave your opinions, our next book is my pick. It's called Death on the Nile by classic Agatha Christie.
This is an old boy book.
You want to read the synopsis? The tranquility of a cruise along the Nile was shattered by the discovery that Lene Ridgway had been shot through the head. Rip.
It's not a high school.
Rip Lynette.
Mystery.
She was young, stylish, and beautiful. Reminds you of someone? A girl who had everything. Reminds you of someone? Until she lost her life. No longer me. Hercule Poirot recalled an earlier outburst by a fellow passenger. I'd like to put my dear little pistol against her head and just press the trigger. Yet under the searing heat of the Egyptian sun, nothing is ever quite what it seems. A sweeping mystery of love, jealousy, and betrayal. Death on the Nile is one of Christie's most legendary and timeless works. Just like that, ladies.
I'm so excited.
Same.
Because I've read her other stuff.
I love a good mystery.
What is one she does in The Murder on the Orient Express? That's her other most famous one.
The Murder on the Orient Express is like turning into a show or movie very soon.
No, it already did. There was an old movie of it, and then they repurposed it to a new one.
Oh, okay.
And same with this, though, now.
Is this coming out soon?
Yeah, this is coming out soon. That's why I
okay.
picked it. So it's like, we could watch a movie afterwards.
Yay! That's actually so fun.
Yeah, so they're redoing that.
Okay, I gotta start on this because I just know I'm gonna be slow on it. Like, especially on a classic, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably like the writing
Definitely
is like heavy.
I'm
I'm gonna time myself how long it takes me to read.
I'm going on Libby right now to get the audiobook because otherwise, guys, I'm not gonna make it through.
Yeah, guys.
That's episode 1 for Babes Reading Books Book Club.
Woo!
Yeah.
Brought to you by your babes.
That read some books.
Join the Babe community. Make sure to subscribe. And
Community. The Babe Book Community. BBC.
The Babe Book community. Oh, so good, guys. We need to get shirts.
Yeah,
at some point in the year. And everything. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know your thoughts, opinions, all on One of Us is Lying. Who did you think was the killer?
Are you as slow as me in Victory, or are you as sharp as Roxanne?
Did you ship Bronwyn and Nate?
Or do you wish you were Bronwyn?
Let us know. Let us know what your comparison was on the show and the movie. Hopefully, we can talk about the show in a future podcast. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on all our socials.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming to episode 1 of the book club. We'll see you next month.
Babes out.
Babes out.